Ladies and gentlemen, Polarium, they got me, guys. They freaking got me. Let me break it down. Let me tell you guys the strategy, alright? So, this fusion, first of all, I want to do the fusion anyway. I was going to do it. But it's also tied to this coalition event. There are a lot of points behind this guy, alright? And that mythical material, that legendary relic material, mythical skill tome, it's all juicy stuff. This is going to help you get all that. So you kind of want to do the fusion anyway, but like I said, I was going to do him. I didn't even know he was going to be tied to this coalition event beforehand, and I still wanted to get the guy because I just was like, I read his kit, and I was like, whoa, this guy looks really good. As long as the multipliers aren't booty cheeks, solid champion. But Polarium also knows that a lot of people will be going after this guy because this might be the most expensive summon rush I have ever seen. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I don't do every single fusion nowadays. I've gotten to the point in my account where I've been skipping champions that don't really help me out too much, you know. But, you know, maybe a year ago I was doing like 90% of fusions. Not anymore, man. I only do the fusions that interest me nowadays. And this is one of them. But 12 sacred shards and then 100 mysteries, however you want to break it down. A little more than 12 sacred shards for a epic champion for the fusion. That's pretty damn crazy. I do not feel like it was that expensive for Ishiyama. Granted, he was a fragment fusion, but still. I was like, well, you know, maybe I just go for the rare. I've got tons of ancients for champion chase. But I'm like, well, the rare is freaking 7 sacreds. It's 7 sacreds for the rare, you know. Another 5 for the epic. Plus, you know, legendary skill tome and some chicken. I don't really care too much about the chickens. Mainly the skill tome, but like all this on the way to the epic. You know, kind of down for that. Have a nice stress-free fusion as well. But then I get looking at it and I'm like, well, I'm already investing 12. Another 8 sacreds to max out the event. Gives me 2 mythical skill tomes, a feast, 2 legendary skill tomes, and another 2 chickens. That's pretty damn good. Honestly, if you just threw, 2 legendary books, 2 rank 5 chickens, a feast, and 2 mythical skill tomes right in front of me, and said you get all this if you open 8 sacred shards, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So that's the way I kind of look at it. After I get this epic for 12, do another 8 for this. Now, I'm not actually going to do 20 sacreds. What I am going to do is, because there's champion training, I'm going to do 19 sacreds in this video. That's my plan. And then we will do the rest in mystery shards, and I don't think I need to film that. I'll just do that over the weekend while I do a butt ton of champion training. Because I'm going to max out the champion training as well, because there's like half of an eternal soul stone at the top, which is pretty crazy. They sucked me in, man. Now, luckily, the clan boss has been very good to me lately. This week has not been amazing, but the week previously, I got a sacred shard literally every day, like 6 or 7 days in a row. It was absolutely insane. So we're sitting at 51, guys. This is what happens when you... Oh, let me hide my face, actually. This is what happens when you save up for a little bit. You skip a couple fusions. I guess I only skipped Beastbane. I did do Ishiyama, but you can see 51 sacreds. Do not believe any of these are purchased, but it does take quite a while to save 51, so maybe one was bought in the beginning, but I do not buy sacred shards because I think they're way too overpriced. So unless there was some phenomenal deal or something that came out, none of these are purchased. It is possible to save this amount over time. In fact, is there actually a better spot that I can put myself? I don't really think blocking the summoning button is that big a deal. As long as I'd rather block this than be blocking a champion. Alright guys, for the 25X, there are tons and tons and tons of good options. I mainly went with this demon guy just because he's new. But actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I'm like, actually, isn't this barbarian guy better? Let me read his kit real quick to myself. Now this guy, he looks solid. He looks solid, but nothing phenomenal. I think I want this guy, right? He's part of the event. You know, Fearl's probably the best one here, if I'm being honest. But I just want this guy. I want the new demon guy, because I think there's actually a legit shot that I could collect all of the champions from this event, because I'm saving my primal shards for the boosted mythical rates, and a 10x on a mythical would actually give you a really, really good chance to get the mythical that you want. So if I can bag this guy, maybe the other guy, maybe the Sylvan Watcher comes in like a deck of fate, and then obviously one's a login, one's a fusion. Hopefully I can bag that mythical. I think there's like actually like a legit chance that maybe I can get all the champions from this event. We'll see. Alright guys, 19 sacred shards. I do not believe we are close to Mercy. I want to say during the Ishiyama Summer Rush we didn't get a single legendary, so we might be like 6 or 7 deep. But let's hop in it, boys. Let's hop in it. Let me make sure everything's active. Hold on, I'm kind of like nervous, man. I don't want to waste... Okay, Summer Rush is active. Okay, ooh, I don't know why I thought it wasn't, but I don't want to waste my damn shards, man. I worked too hard for these. Okay, sacreds. Come on, baby. come on. Something good. Something. We're recording? Okay, we are recording. I was worried. I was like, oh, shit, are we not recording? Okay, imagine if we see a epic for the fusion pop out. That'd be big. I'm not even going to gloss on that guy, alright? We're not here for him, alright? Duct appears, alright. Plus 4U for Faction Wars. I ain't against that. I do have Illucinius selected because I believe my Phoenix is already plus 4. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Alright. Damn, I wish it was that easy to get her the first time I wanted her. I have a video on my channel of me pulling 37 Sacred Shards to try and get her. Legendary? Oh, dude, I thought that was a nut for a second. I thought this was a nut for a second. My heart almost, heart almost dropped right there, boys. Okay, Nari the Lucky. Hey, you know what? It's probably before Mercy or right at Mercy. I'm cool with that. He's, you know, his kit reads. Honestly, if you read his kit, man, back in the day, I was like, this guy sounds awesome. But then there's just not a spot in the game to use them. Although I'll take the accuracy and resistance. That's really nice. But I just can't think of anywhere to use that guy, man. Eventually, though, actually, I mean, Faction War's hard. Now he has a place to be used. Faction War's hard. I probably will 60 him eventually. Not a bad champion. Not particularly great either, though. Dude, I thought that was a nut, man. We were close to a nut, man. I was like, oh my god. Oh, dude. My heart, like my inside, you can't see it on camera, but my insides almost turned to jelly, dude. I was like, no, like that feeling you get when you're on a roller coaster and it just drops right down. That's what I had for a second. I was like, oh shit. Nope, not the wrong dwarf, man. Wrong dwarf. That's okay though. See, can we get one more gold? Hey, a Neldor. I'll take that. I don't think Neldor's plus 4. That's big. I will take that. I don't think I'll mess up anything. I don't really think I have anything speed tuned with him. I know he's in some teams, but I don't think it's like super duper speed tuned. So he can probably just get empowered, no problem. I would imagine. If I ruin my Fire Knight Hard 10 team, then I'll have to fix it. Ooh, this girl is really good. Been using her for Faction Wars, the Barbarians Faction Wars, to land the HP burns. It's actually been pretty nice. I don't even have her at 60. I think I have her at, I might even have her at 4-star with just a bunch of accuracy, like triple perception set. This is 10 seconds? Yeah. And then my team is really cheesy. It's double Armand, so the enemies literally never move, which means she's able to succeed at a super low level because nobody ever hits her. Let's see. Double Armands is OP-ness, dude. Double Armands for Barbarians is crazy. And then, oh, the hippo. Not the hippo. Is this a hippo? Yeah, it is a hippo. I had a brain fart. Double Armands is crazy. And then for Sylvan Watchers, double Emic has been crazy because of all the cooldown resetting and stuff. Allowing my Cryodan to like basically AoE freeze every turn on those freeze quests. Pretty damn nice. It feels good to have a nice stockpile of Sacreds. We're definitely going to chunk them down, and if there's a guaranteed legendary or something for like 25, that'll blow most of the stash, but it's nice to have some Sacreds to work with, man. Let's see. Will we get one more legendary today? It's not looking like it. Where are we sitting at right now? Hopefully we haven't opened too many. I would have hated if we opened too many. Summon Rush. Let's see. 7,500, so 4 more, and then I will do the rest with mystery shards. Okay. Sounds like a deal. Market, what you got for me, Market? Ooh. You know what? These market pieces actually are not bad. Wouldn't recommend buying them because that's a lot of silver. But I would buy this over putting a bunch of energy into Dragon, though. I have seen people get quad rolls and triple rolls with this stuff. I think myself, I got a triple roll. I think it was on a 5-star piece, though, but it still became my fastest pair of gloves. So this stuff is valuable. Pretty damn good. Okay, 4 more Sacreds. I don't really know where we're at Mercy. I'm recording it, so I'll just go back and watch the footage. I'll just look at when we got Nari and then just adjust how many Sacreds we opened after that. So, luckily I checked my Mercy. But if we don't get a legendary, we'll be set up pretty nice for an extra LEGO event. I got a feeling, though. We've got a legendary in these next 2 shards. Come on, baby. Come on. I know you want to hand it over. There it is, baby. There it is. Come on. I think that's new. Back to back, maybe? She's a reviver, right? Okay, so now I know where I'm at in Mercy. I'm only 1 into Mercy. Okay, so we will not be doing an extra LEGO event. 2 shots at the guy on the boost, and we did not get him. So, progressive chance events, guys, on your normal shards, not that good. On voids, they're okay. But you can see you have to be able to hit multiple legendaries to have actually a decent shot at getting what you want. Lanicus was not new. Interesting. It doesn't appear so. She's a dark elf, right? She is. She a reviver? No, she's not a reviver. I actually do like her kit. It's simple. Interesting. What a weird, like an ally attacking kind of kit. Oh, old school. Old school. Alright, well, that's Faction Guardians. Let's see. Where's that put us in Faction Guardians? I've been working on Faction Guardians for 4 years at this point, so I will not say no to some progress. This puts us at... Ooh. You're only... Well, that's defense. I'll take that. We are only 1 away from the speed. Okay. We're getting to the point, guys, where some of those factions, we might be able to start empowering champions. I mean, look, I've got... Okay, only 2 in Sylvan Watchers and they're Void Legendaries, which is so crazy. I guess one of them was a fusion, right? But 6, 6, 6, 10, 8, 8, 4, 6, 3. All Pyth... Of course, all Pythians, yes. Ogre Tribes, 5, 2, 7, 10, 4. And this, of course, is our Mons. Okay, so not all factions are close, but we're getting there, boys. We're definitely getting there. And then let us enjoy a nice, hopefully stress-free fusion. Mythical books, absolutely huge for the account. I hear a lot of people talking about mythical books being extremely hard to get. They're not easy to get, but I don't think mythical books are as big of a problem as people think they are. If you're buying a lot of primal shards, then yeah, mythical books are a problem because you're buying a shit ton of primal shards, pulling a shit ton of mythicals. But actually, I've only ever bought 2 mythical books because they came in a primal pack. And I've still got 9 left over. Not too shabby. As well as all of my mythicals are booked as much as I want them to be. Siegfried, Form 1 booked, besides the A1. Form 2 is not touched, I believe. Galathier, I can't show you, but Galathier is missing like a book on an A1. That's it. Mikage, chilling other than an A1. And then Form 2 fully booked. So, like, for only I've ever bought in 2 books, this is pretty damn good. Carnage, fully booked Form 1. And missing the A1 and the A2. Not the A1 and the A2. Missing the A1 and Form 2. So that's fine. And then you don't see Empress up here because Empress, unfortunately, I had to fully book his ass. But I've still got enough mythical books for another mythical, so definitely don't mind that. I get most of my mythical books from those champion training events. Usually they're like 14k points. That is what I find to be the easiest source of mythical books. But something like this every once in a while is also pretty good if you're someone who stockpiles your shards. So I'll definitely be getting this one and taking it up to 10. I ain't going to leave that bad boy on the table, that's for damn sure. Well, guys, that was fun, man. That was freaking fun. I haven't opened this many Sacreds in a freaking long time, and we still have 30 freaking 2, man. So we're still sitting juicy. I'm surprised there was no relic materials as part of the summon rush. Maybe next week with Champion Chase there will be, and I'll have to pull for that too. I do got a good bit of agents, so maybe we just go for it. I don't know. Let me know how your luck was down below. I cannot complain. Freaking 2 legendaries out of 19 shards. I mean, feels a little above average. I'll take it. Granted, I think the first one, like I said, I think the first one was like maybe right at the edge of Mercy or maybe right before it. So, you know, it wasn't like our first Sacred to give us a Lego or nothing like that. But still, 2 out of 19, I'll take it. Let me know how your luck was down below. Hopefully it was much better. Unless I have to fight you in Live Arena, then I hope it was much, much worse. Just kidding. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.